All right, what's up, reelers? This is a real pain, and today we are reviewing There Will Be Blood.
Drainage. Also, I love the name Reelers. That really caught me off guard.
Reelers.
Reelers.
We'll see if it sticks or not.
Yeah, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, let us know if you like the name Reelers or not. Oh man, Daniel Day-Lewis.
This was by far the worst comedy I've ever seen.
Man, I don't know who told you that.
No, it was pretty funny. So we're all, I mean, we all knew that we were watching it last night. So on the text thread, I'm just like, this is the worst. You guys told me this was a comedy.
I've only laughed once.
when the boy gets orphaned.
This is a weird comedy.
Oh man. Well, it's so funny because I don't know what you guys' thoughts are on this, but like just in my household, this has been so fun to do.
Yeah.
Cause like, I mean, we have young kids. And so like at night we'll catch up on the week, all that. And then we just go to bed. But now we're like watching these movies, and Emily was like, I had no idea you had not seen.
Yeah. I was
movie.
really surprised about that.
Well, I think, I mean, I touched on it a little bit. I think it was a little overhyped.
Sure.
And so I'm like, but I also knew that it was going to be probably not uplifting.
Yeah, for sure.
So
this is quite the opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will admit this probably isn't your like atypical Gen Z movie,
Sure.
but the fact that you hadn't seen it, I was like, you gotta watch
So
this, man.
when would you have first seen it?
So I first watched it in 2020 because my roommate Max, shout out Max, he was like, you have to watch this movie.
Okay.
And it was phenomenal. This is my third watch, and it has been great every single time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because I would have been 6 when this initially came out. So I was not watching it.
The captain didn't let you watch that one.
Nope.
Yeah.
The captain.
Matthew's dad.
That's chief to you, pal.
Yeah, ciao. All right, sorry. Okay. Well,
I had to get a little sip of my Waterloo. Sorry, guys.
not sponsored.
Please sponsor us.
Yeah, please, guys, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, if anybody wants to sponsor us.
Sudafed, we're looking at you.
Yeah, that's the only reason we were able to record last week.
Yeah, no kidding.
Thanks to Sudafed.
Sudafed. Okay. So you would have watched it 2020. You're in college.
Yep.
Checks out. So this movie came out in 2009. Is that
Seven.
2007?
Yeah.
So I think that's the other reason that I probably didn't see it, is because I was new to being 21
Okay.
and
Had some other stuff going on.
had some other things going
Yeah.
on.
You didn't need a serious movie.
The one scene in this movie that made me reflect on that time period, though,
Yeah.
was when at the end, when he wakes up on the in the bowling alley
Yeah.
and then just chugs water. I'm like,
yeah.
I know what that, I remember
Yep.
that.
Yeah. Dehydrated. Oof.
Oof.
Yep.
Yeah. Also, that bowling alley was sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Especially in 1927.
Yeah.
That'd still be awesome.
Yeah.
I want that.
I know.
Maybe not all the problems it comes with, but I'd take the bowling alley.
Could
for
you
sure.
imagine shooting a rifle down an empty hallway?
that was
so
That's
cool.
That was so
insane.
good.
Such a flex.
So good.
All right. Well, we should probably get into it because there's
Yeah.
a ton to cover about this movie.
It's a long movie. Definitely slow burn. But yeah, let's get into it. Let's do
Okay.
some initial ratings.
Okay. Sounds good. Why don't you go
Oh.
first?
Before initial ratings, do you want to like give like a synopsis of what the movie is like?
Do you want to do it or
Yeah.
I can do it?
You go ahead. First, watch what do you think the
Okay.
synopsis was?
So, angry man starts a business
And gets angrier.
and just gets angrier throughout the movie.
That's, yeah.
I mean, that's really oversimplifying it. But here's what I will say.
And Mame's son.
The movie starts off with Daniel Day-Lewis's character, who's also named Daniel, which I thought, I know this guy's a method actor, but changing your name to be the same name as the character your whole life, it's a little much.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I wish more movies would do that. I made it so easy to remember his name.
That is true. Yeah, that is true. But so the opening shot, he's in this cave like tunnel thing, and he's hitting. Dude, also I wrote this down. I'm a sucker for a good spark shot.
Mm-hmm.
Just because like we go out and we film video content for businesses and stuff, and I love like welders, all of that stuff. So
good.
So anyways, when we're just watching this, I'm like, I would have just loved to film just the spark scene.
I wish I was there.
But the opening scene, he's looking for oil, but you don't know because there's no talking for the first 15 minutes.
I kind of forgot about that. It's just all just like.
But it was super interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I think they conveyed a lot of the character's determination, and it's said a lot, even though they didn't say anything.
Yeah. Also, one of those movies where they just kind of plop you right in, and you kind of have to figure it out as you go.
Yeah.
It's interesting. You guys are saying he was actually looking for oil. In my mind, I thought he was looking for gold or silver.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, that would have made sense too, especially during that time period.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I should mention the first 7 minutes of that movie I watched, where he said something in the mines when he fell. It was in Spanish. I was watching it from.
No.
So
Nice.
Yeah.
when I found an English.
He wouldn't even have known until like 10 minutes into the movie. You're watching in a different language.
Yeah, for real.
That's awesome.
So you don't watch with subtitles then? You didn't see any of the subtitles prompts?
There was only Spanish subtitles too. It was Spanish audio and Spanish subtitles.
Whoa.
So I had to.
That's what happens when you are streaming from only legal.
Hey, this is a free site.
Yeah, shout out Yarless, sponsor of the.
Oh my God.
I don't know if we can actually say that.
I
Don't
don't-
go on there. For
I
real.
don't give a
Wink.
toot.
It was actually
Um,
Pluto TV. I think they're legal.
Oh yeah, Pluto's legal. Oh
Yeah.
Oh, Pluto.
yeah,
Pluto,
Pluto's
yeah.
fine.
Pluto's fine.
Don't go on Pluto. Actually, boo.
Is the TV, is there a lot of debate about that TV channel?
I don't
Like The
know.
Planet? Like it's not a real TV channel?
I'm surprised it was. That's crazy.
Spanish. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured it would have been on a
There's
Yarless site.
I'm over streaming, by the way. Side note, I'm over streaming.
Over streaming.
Like I'm over it.
Oh, got it. I
It's-
thought you were doing
it
too
is
much streaming.
Incredibly expensive.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
just cable at this point.
I know, with ads.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
What am I paying?
all of the promises of streaming are
Yeah.
from the beginning at least are
And it's like Plainview owns all the streaming services.
Plainview. Dude, did you hear? He's going to be back for Avengers Doomsday.
Let's go.
Okay.
I'm buying my tickets right now.
Daniel Plainview.
Playing as
Superpower
Daniel.
bowling pin.
Oh my gosh. So many people are going to be in that Doomsday movie. It just makes sense to bring Daniel Plainview.
Totally.
Drainage!
All right, you better do your initial rating, pal.
Okay.
We're
all
getting
right.
so
yeah,
sidetracked
why
on
I'm,
this one.
why I'm it's because this movie is so dense
It is.
and so like heavy feeling
Yep.
that
You
I'm
gotta
trying
lighten
to
it up.
lighten it up
Yep.
so I don't just crawl into a ball.
For real. Well, while John is writing down his initial rating, just want to remind everybody we're also on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube Shorts. You can follow us there to get all the best clips at A Real Pain Pod.
That was a good plug.
Let's go. I'm plugging so
I
hard.
rate that plug 10 out of 10.
Yes. Masterpiece.
Masterpiece. Would
All right.
rewatch.
I'll close my eyes.
Okay, here we go. Boom.
John's rating is a 9.
All right.
Done.
Yeah.
Locked in. Here's mine.
Matthew rates it a 10.
Goes
Okay.
down.
All right. Let's get into it.
Yeah.
So did we kind of cover the synopsis?
Yep.
Maybe just one thing to touch on real quick too is in the beginning, at one of the well sites, unfortunately, a guy gets hit in the head with something and
Yes.
dies, and then leaves this little boy orphaned. And Daniel takes him
under his wing.
under his wing.
Not for
and-
the best intentions, though.
Yeah. Well, you think that I thought that at the beginning.
No, that's fair. Yeah.
But again, like the whole movie is a slow burn of this guy just getting worse and worse.
Yeah.
And just wanting to dominate the oil industry.
Pretty much anybody he meets.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will say another thing we should probably mention is his main antagonist is Eli, the preacher guy. That's kind of his main like annoyance throughout the whole movie.
Yes.
He's constantly dealing with him, trying to like dominate him as well because he cannot stand this guy.
Yep.
And it all kind of starts when Eli asks him to let him do a blessing, and he tells him exactly what he wants him to say. And Daniel's like, "You don't tell me what to say, buddy." And it just unravels from there.
Yep. Yep. So full confession time. You guys can tell me if I'm stupid or not, and it won't hurt my feelings. So there's an initial scene when Daniel is in an office and Eli's twin brother, which you don't know they're twins, he comes in and says, "Hey, my family has oil on their land. Do you want to drill it?" Basically cuts a deal for himself.
Yeah.
So that brother's name is Paul.
Yep.
And then the next scene is Daniel and his adopted son going to this family farm to check it out.
Yep.
And
They're
then
there
you
to hunt for quails.
hunt for quails. But really they're secretly looking for oil.
Mm-hmm.
And you meet Eli, and I didn't make the connection that they were brothers. So there was a brief period while watching this movie where I thought everybody knew Paul and Eli had a split personality and they were like the same person. So I thought the preacher character only came out sometimes.
Man, that would have been a cool twist, but yeah, nah.
Yeah, because like I would imagine if I had a twin,
Yeah.
and I said, "Hey, you're gonna go meet my family, and then you'll probably meet my brother," there would be a scene or like something where you would see the brothers together, or like I would warn. I'm like just trying to think of the viewer here. I mean, did you think that when you first saw it, or was it?
Well, I mean, there's other scenes, like there's the one scene where it's right after Daniel's character. I mean, it is just Daniel. So nice. It's right after his son gets deaf, and then Eli comes to him. He's like, "Hey, where's our money?" He's like, "I thought you were supposed to be a healer," and he's like throwing mud all over him. He's like, "I'm gonna bury you."
Yeah.
Eli's sitting at the table with mud just caked on his face, and he's calling his father stupid. And he's like, "The only smart person was my brother, your other son."
Oh.
And then at the very end, when Eli comes back to Daniel again, asking for money because it's the Great Depression, he's losing all of his investments. Daniel goes, "Your brother was the only chosen one, and you're the stupid one."
Yes.
Yeah, so they mention his brother.
Yeah, and
quite a bit.
I had figured it out. I think this is embarrassing. I figured it out at the end.
You know, in that dinner scene, he actually said, "Your stupid son is the one who gave away our land
it's
has
your
oil."
stupid son?
Yeah, that your
so he
stupid
called them
son.
both stupid. Dang. I thought he
No.
called his brother smart.
He called his brother stupid.
Huh.
Yeah,
Interesting.
I think he hated
Yeah.
him. He's like, "You stupid
I mean,
son."
that makes sense.
But I
Yeah.
guess my point is like, if I'm saying like, "Hey, you're going to go meet my family. Hey, just a heads up. There's somebody there that looks just like me." Just a heads up would have been great.
That's fair.
Because has Daniel's character, like there should have been a little scene where he was confused of like,
He was confused. When he said, "Hi, I'm Eli," both him and his son kind of looked at each other like, "What?"
okay, I didn't pick up on that.
Ooh, uh-oh.
Dang it. All right.
Hey, 500 subs and you'll pick up on it more.
Jeez Louise. We have so many commitments at 500 subs.
It's going to be a completely different show.
Yeah, no kidding. All right. So since you picked this movie,
Yeah.
I'm going to pick. Can I guess your favorite scene?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Okay. I think it was the whole drainage. I think it was
The whole explanation of how he was never going to pay Eli.
Yeah, just like the final scene. I mean, I don't necessarily think that his death is the favorite part, but like the milkshake monologue is
It's so good.
undeniably really good.
Yep. That is number 2 for me.
Okay.
I would say my number 1 is when HW comes back as an adult. They have that whole monologue and he's like, I'm going to start my own drilling business in Mexico. And then Daniel's like, you're just a bastard from a basket. You're not my real son. I just paraded you around. You're nothing to me. You have none of me and you. And HW just goes, I thank God I have none of you and me, and walks away.
Yeah.
That was just like, HW has been through hell and back this whole entire movie.
Yeah.
And just him getting that one little line, that made the movie for me.
Yeah, it was pretty solid. Good. Do you know what's the thing called when you hear like a word or a phrase over and over again and it starts to sound like starts to sound not real?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That's how it was listening to Bastard in a Basket.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
So many
I
times.
did not expect to hear that so many times in this movie. Yeah.
Yep.
Pretty funny.
But yeah, that's my favorite scene because HW deserved that.
He did. Yep. And Tabby, your favorite scene, you were saying off camera, and I'd love for you to continue this, is when HW loses his hearing.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was a little messed up.
Actually, I like the scene where Daniel is like trying to comfort him and they're like rocking back and forth and they're humming to each other. That was it was very heartfelt in that scene. Yeah, I did like that. I did not like him losing his hearing.
Okay. All right. I was wrong. I misheard. That's on me.
Yeah. Oh man, that scene is so sad too because he's
so
like,
sad.
He's doing that moaning thing because he can't hear his voice anymore.
Yeah.
But then Daniel's like, stop doing that. That's enough.
Yeah.
He's getting annoyed by his own son that he made deaf, basically.
I know. Kids should not be playing on oil rigs is...
Yeah. Number 1 PSA from this movie.
Yeah. If you take anything away from this pod today, get your kids away from directly over a freaking oil rig.
John, I think your favorite scene, just because of how well shot it was when the oil well goes up in flames. All the night scenes during that were just so cool.
Yeah. That's it.
Let's go.
Yeah. Especially there's one scene where Daniel and his like right-hand man are like looking at the oil thing burning down.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just thinking I didn't look this up, but I would imagine that they only did it once. Like they only filmed it once.
Yeah. That makes sense.
It's just, that
was probably really expensive.
Really expensive. Cause I don't even know, like if you're shooting a movie, I wouldn't imagine that you're shooting real oil into the air. Yeah.
I'd be interested to know how they did that.
Yeah. So 500 subs will tell you how they
did that.
I think that, and there was like the silhouettes when the oil rig falls over and then the characters are interacting. It made me think of A Dark Knight when Heath Ledger is like coming out of the hospital.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's such a huge stunt that you like the actors have to be like really dialed in. Otherwise just a
huge waste.
It's just a huge waste.
Yep.
And so just the magnitude of that.
Yeah. And then when it's like one of the final shots from that scene and he has oil all over his face. It's pretty dark out. And his right-hand man, Daniel's right-hand man goes, is HW okay? He goes, no, he's not.
I loved his voice.
His voice is so it's so captivating.
Yeah.
Like you hate this man, but you can't stop watching him.
Yes.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Remember the first scene? Was this the first scene we heard him speak when he's talking to all those people in that like room?
I think so.
It was so good.
Yep.
The script in this movie, amazing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also really enjoyed the final scene where he finds out that Henry isn't actually his brother.
Yeah.
During the beach, he just kind of like stares at him. He's like, he's pissed off.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like, I feel like the moment he truly becomes just an absolute monster.
Yeah.
Because when he first comes there, there's like a glimmer of hope because he's really yearning for like some sort of like family connection because he is just so isolated. But then it just completely breaks any trust that he has. And like, he's completely done with people after that.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah. And what I really appreciated about that scene too is like you just see it in an instant
Yep.
because he makes the comment about going to wherever that they grew up for a dance and he doesn't respond.
Yep.
But like I wrote that down, like when that happened, like, okay, what did he just like realize?
Mhm.
And so I don't know. I just, I think especially like I don't know if, have you guys seen the Matt Damon, Ben Affleck movie, The Rip on Netflix yet?
Mhm.
Okay. So it's a really good movie. And in their interviews, they were saying like, yeah, Netflix, when we were initially meeting with them, like when we have a script, they have a policy that you're supposed to almost like re-say what the plot line is every 15, 20 minutes because people are on their phones.
Yeah, that completely makes sense.
And so just having seen newer movies and then going back to There Will Be Blood, they don't tell you a lot.
Yeah,
And
you have to watch.
They drop you in. You're supposed to figure it out. So I just thought that was like, guys, we can figure it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nothing's over-explained.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you want to figure out what they're thinking, like they'll show you later,
Yeah.
but it's just going to happen. It's not
Yeah.
over-explained dialogue. Yeah.
Yeah.
Specifically this one scene where Daniel is passed out on the floor. Someone's trying to wake him up to tell him that someone has passed away inside the oil well.
Yeah.
And he goes, how did it happen? And instead of that character just telling him how it happened, they play out a whole scene and they show it
Yeah.
actually happening.
Yeah.
And then him eventually showing up to the scene.
Yep.
It was, yeah, so good.
Netflix would have just told you and then moved on.
Mhm.
Next scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Onward. But yeah, I mean, that was the thing too, was like, he knows so much about his own operation. So like when the oil catches fire, for example, after the gas explosion, like it follows him like running, so like I always, it does make it pretty clear that oil is his priority,
Yes, for sure.
but it does also do a good job of like him trying to make it safer. Cause like he does tell people like, if you're going to go down there, you got to tell somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And so anyways, as an entrepreneur, I was intrigued a little bit on the process of like
How it worked back then.
well, yeah, I mean, it starts off and he's in the middle of the nowhere and he's just trying to see if he can find some oil.
Yeah.
And so going through the process, trying to include the townspeople, like, I don't know, like in terms of like a business, at least in the first half of the movie,
Yeah.
it does seem like he's trying to do right in terms of like, hey, we're going to build better schools.
Yeah. I mean, it's all kind of a farce. Like he is actually going to do these things, but he's only doing it so he can get in that town.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. But he's transparent about it,
Mm-hmm.
which I think was his whole point, is that other oil people were not,
Yep.
you know? And so he's leveling with people, or however he worded of,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not, you know,
Yep.
he's like, I'm not an oilman.
I'll speak plainly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I did really enjoy the first town hall meeting that he goes to, and everybody's just screaming at him. And so he just gets up and leaves.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
it's like I
oh
wouldn't
my
I wouldn't
gosh.
accept the lease as a gift.
so I'm like, I hear you, dude.
Yeah.
Like that's just some clients you don't want.
Yep, for sure.
The other thing that I really enjoyed, can I tell you what my favorite line
Yeah, let's hear it.
is in the movie? Okay, so Daniel and Eli are talking to each other, and they're bargaining, and Daniel's trying to, get it for cheaper.
Yeah, this is when he's like first trying to buy.
Yeah,
buy
and
the
Eli's like, the oil's there, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Eli says to him, "I'd like it better if you didn't think I was stupid." And I'm like, how many conversations have I ever been in that I could just say that?
Yeah.
Like, there was something about the honesty of like some of the lines of like, yeah, his ways are unconventional, all this stuff. But sometimes you're just like, I don't know. I mean, we talk about this openly on this podcast. We have a video production company.
Yeah.
And, sometimes people are like, hey, we'll pay you an exposure. And they have 500 followers. And it's like, well,
it'd be nice if you didn't think we were stupid.
So anyways, yeah,
for sure.
I mean, I will never actually probably ever get to say that.
But man, it's in the back of our minds all the time.
All the time.
Yeah, that scene is so much better on like a second watch too, knowing the ending that his brother had already sold him the land in the first place.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't getting anything.
Yeah.
And he thought he was trying to get something out of Daniel.
Yep.
So good.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did you feel about Paul Dano's performance in this movie?
Well, I do not side with Quentin Tarantino on this.
I don't either.
Well, and maybe I have a theory. So here's the unique thing about hearing Quentin Tarantino saying Paul Dano was the worst part.
Yeah, he called him the weakest actor he's ever known.
Yes. Okay.
He said weak sauce specifically.
Weak sauce. Yeah.
Who says that?
So
He says that as a 50-year-old man.
He said weak sauce. I think he's older than that.
Yeah.
So with Paul Dano's performance, I would love to know more of a clarification on the weak sauce comment, only because I really disliked Paul Dano's character, and it wasn't because, I mean, I didn't like it. I didn't like him because his acting was so good, and you actually dislike the character.
100%.
And so part of me was thinking like, and I'm not in the movie industry, so I don't know what Quentin Tarantino's commenting on specifically, but I felt like, I'm like, Paul Dano's character, like, I don't like him at all. So I think mission accomplished.
No,
He did
he
a great
played the
job.
perfect, like, fake, kind of soft, kind characters, but he's also like secretly conniving as well.
Yeah.
Trying to like best Daniel.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I 100% agree. He did such a great job at that character.
Yeah.
We can take this out, but someone online said Quentin Tarantino hates him because he didn't let him see his feet.
We're keeping that.
We wouldn't dare cut that. Lastly, I will say just my favorite Daniel moment is the HW tells Daniel, hey, this girl that I'm playing with, her dad beats her. And so he basically is like really kind to this girl.
Yeah.
Buys them nice things. And there's this really sweet moment where Daniel's talking to the girl of like, your dad doesn't beat you anymore, right?
Yep.
And then the camera pans out and the dad's
so mad.
sitting right there. And I'm like, let's go, Daniel.
Yeah.
So there's just like this one moment where you're rooting for the guy.
Yep. Hey, say what you will. I mean, he may have stolen that child as a baby, made him deaf, shipped him off when he was getting him annoyed. He never beat him. So, I mean, father of the year? I don't know. Maybe.
Father of the year. Yeah, early 1900s, father of the year.
He was terrible. Oh man, the one of the scenes that like made me tear up too was when HW's sign language teacher comes back with him to the oil well, and he's teaching him sign language, but then Mary's learning along with HW. Like, that is such a touching scene.
Yeah.
And the fact that Daniel refused to learn sign language just, man, gets her right in the heart.
Yeah.
And then they get married. and Mary's doing the sign language for him.
Mhm.
It's just so beautiful.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
That-
really glad his character had a
Yeah.
well-rounded out.
Yep, made it out
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that scene was so beautiful because of the transition as well, because we
Mhm.
see them playing, Mary's landing alongside HW, and then immediately just transitions into like 20 years later,
Yep,
her signing her vows. It was so cute.
so good.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have a new section that I want to introduce. I have not pitched this to you guys even
We're
off.
just
Because I know we still need to get to our least favorite parts.
Yeah.
I'd like to start a new section called Favorite Unexpected Cameo.
okay.
Because I
I'm
feel like
interested to hear who it is.
okay. So I asked you offline if you were familiar with the movie Billy Madison.
Mhm.
Yes.
And one of my favorite scenes in any Adam Sandler movie is at the end of Billy Madison when he gives like this just completely incoherent answer at the game show portion of the ending. And the game show host is like, that is by far the worst thing that I've ever heard.
Yep.
Everyone in this room is now dumber. Like
Because of
at no point in your incoherent ramblings did you even, and like it just keeps going. And then he just ends with like, and may God have mercy on your soul. Anyways, one of my favorite, and it's a great GIF to send to somebody,
For
you know,
sure.
if they're not making sense or they're going
Yep.
on some unhinged rant. Anyways, that guy was the real estate agent in There Will Be Blood.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Dang, I'm gonna have to go back and look at like a side by side.
I felt like Leo. I felt like Leo.
Yep. There he is. Dang, that is a crazy cameo.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, and that guy, I should have looked up his name. I know that he's been an SNL writer, built his career on comedy.
Dang.
So when he showed up as the realtor, I'm like, let's go, dude. Good for you. Good for
Heck
you.
yeah. Yeah, he got to work alongside Daniel Day-Lewis.
I know. That's a huge flex for sure.
Rachel during this movie at one point, during the scenes with HW, that actor,
Yeah.
she was like, do you think he knew who Daniel Day-Lewis was? Like, do you think he realized who he was working with?
Oh, sure.
And I was like, honestly, probably not. And I think it would have been better that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. For sure. All right. Should we get into least favorite
Yeah.
moments? I'm going to guess yours. I'm just going to guess right away
Mm-hmm.
that your least favorite scene, and I do have a follow-up question after I guess the scene.
Okay.
The scene where HW is orphaned. So his dad gets killed.
yeah, that was pretty sad.
Yeah. But here's my follow-up question.
Okay, let's hear it.
Least favorite scene. When we guess least favorite scenes,
Mm-hmm.
are we guessing like, can it be anything that we didn't like? So like, what I mean, like, and I'm just saying generally, not for this specific movie, but
Yeah.
like, are we guessing somebody's like, oh, you didn't like this because it was sad or the joke was dumb?
Mm.
Or could it be like this scene didn't make sense? Or is it like the production was bad?
Yeah, I think in general, it's supposed to lean more towards the second one.
Okay.
But for this movie, I didn't have anything that I thought wasn't well done.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, I'll spoil it here and now.
Yeah.
The only scene that I didn't like, and it was on purpose because it made me feel really uncomfortable,
Okay.
was the scene where Eli is doing his first sermon that we see, and he's talking to the lady that has, he says,
Oh,
arthritis.
arthritis.
It's so weird.
Yeah. Her name was Regina too, I think. Since we're messing up pronunciations.
For real. Yeah, and it's the whole like, get out of here, ghost. That like it just made me feel so weird and gross.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was my least favorite scene. And it was done on purpose too. Like it was supposed to make you feel uncomfortable. So it's very well done.
Yeah.
I was just like, "Ugh, I don't like this.
Okay.
I loved that scene.
Really?
Just
No,
I mean,
it's a great scene.
No, I know, yeah.
I loved the discomfort. I was like,
Okay,
this
love
is
the
being
discomfort.
nailed right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think was mine? I can give you a hint.
Okay.
We've talked about it very recently.
Oh, very recently.
Like very recently.
My guess was going to be when he killed Eli.
It didn't get me pumped,
Yeah.
but I didn't mind it because, the movie
Sure.
was escalating to that point.
Oh, is it when HW was orphaned?
No.
Dang, I'm 0 for 2. This is terrible.
Well, the thing with HW is like, as a scene, the emotions I felt, I hated it because obviously the young boy's dad dies, so I'm devastated. But then that's really necessary for HW's character arc to happen.
For sure.
So I don't hate it
yeah.
if I think about the arc.
No, that's the tough thing about this movie is there's so many moments that like, oh, I just don't like, but that's the whole point of it.
Yeah. So my least favorite scene was also your least favorite scene.
Okay, let's go.
So just because of, and we're not going to get into it here, guys.
It's not that kind of pod.
This is not John's life backstory podcast. We're talking about movies here.
Yeah, we're on a first name basis.
But because of some of the religious upbringing that I had, that scene where Eli's trying to cast the devil out of that woman.
Yeah.
I used to be around people that would act and believe that way. So the scene was triggering. So that's why I was asking about the details, because it's not like it was a bad scene. It was a really good scene.
Yeah.
And it made me probably more uncomfortable than the average person.
For sure.
Just because I'm like, there's really people out there like that. So
when you realize Eli is kind of also a con man too.
Yeah.
I will say we do get one of the best Daniel lines right after that sermon when he's talking with Eli one-on-one and just goes, "That was quite a show."
It was good.
So good.
Yeah. Well, okay. Tabby's favorite scene and least favorite scene.
Okay. Favorite scene was a scene that actually reminded me of something Matthew said, because he mentioned this movie to me before where he said it kind of reminded him of Breaking Bad. So it was the scene right after Daniel had gotten his son on the train to like ship him off to boarding school or something like that. And then he was in that restaurant with the other oil people, and he looks this man directly in the face and he's like, "I will come to your house at night and I will cut your throat."
That was crazy.
Because he mentioned something about his parenting skills. I love that scene because it felt like a Heisenberg moment where he like put on his hat. I was like, this is him just becoming evil, because now the only thing that was holding him back is just gone to boarding school.
And it's so funny too that the only reason that he brought HW back is because of that guy, quote unquote, telling him how to raise his family. And then after Eli does that sermon with him and he makes him say in front of all these people, "I abandoned my son."
Ooh.
That is the only reason he brought him back, is to prove to other people that he was a good father.
Yeah.
He didn't bring him back because he actually wanted him back.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's like,
man.
oh man, he is such a dirtbag.
Yeah.
I don't know. I almost felt like he actually wanted him back, because I felt as if that scene where he's like, "I abandoned my son," was him feeling bad that he actually...
No, you could tell he was being forced to say it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Liz's favorite would be still with Daniel, when he brought his son back and he's like putting the napkin over his face and he's like, I was just feeling,
Yeah.
dads can be so embarrassing.
Oh, and then when he's staring them down too, right before he gets up.
Yeah.
He's so intense too.
Oh, yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah, this is a tough one because, I mean, like I said earlier, I don't think there was anything that was not well produced, not well like acted.
Yeah.
There's just so many moments that make you feel gross,
Yep.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
that's like
It was
the whole
intentional.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was,
Yeah. Yeah. Another scene that I thought was worth mentioning was when he's talking to the guy who leased the land.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And the guy's like, yeah, I'm not going to do that unless you go to our church. And then he's like, would you take $3,000?
Yeah.
Would you take
Take
$5,000? And I'm like, this is wild.
Yeah.
Like this whole dialogue is hilarious.
And then he hands him the gun. He's
Yeah.
like, oh, I have to go to the sermon.
yeah. Yep.
So good.
Yep.
Yeah. Also, another one of those moments where like you just know what that scene meant without them saying a word.
Yep.
So good.
So good. Any other moments, Tabby?
Yeah.
Oh my God. There's this line where still the church scene where Eli's like,
Mhm.
yeah, and God will kick and bite, and if he has no teeth, he will gum you.
Yeah. It's so good.
Yeah. That was a really good line. Also, I did have this moment in the beginning
Mhm.
that I thought would have been hilarious to reshoot. Because I grew up on, and I'm interested to know if you had a lot of like parody movies that you grew up on, but I was raised during like parody, like there was parodies all the time
Yeah.
of like all the movies that came out. So I'm always thinking like, how would this be a parody?
How would
Anyways,
someone like make a parody
Yeah.
of this? Yeah.
so and this is kind of like a common trend on Instagram reels at least, where it's a guy and he's like, no problem, honey. I'll fix it. I know what I'm doing. And then is going to go do a home project, puts in earbuds, and then you hear, hey, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to learn how to change a toilet seat.
Yes, I've seen that one. It's so good.
And so I thought, oh, if Gen Z or millennials were looking for oil, I just envisioned that opening scene when he's in a cave and just putting earbuds in.
Hey guys, welcome.
Hey guys, welcome to my oil finding YouTube channel. Today we're gonna learn how to use dynamite.
So good. So good.
Yeah, I just thought that would be hilarious. So
Oh man.
I think there might be, and I'm pitching this to the group on a live podcast here.
Ooh.
So I think that at some point we should try to like recreate scenes from
that'd
some
be
of these
so
movies.
fun.
Yeah.
That would be so fun.
Even if it's like a parody, like a little parody
Little-
version.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I like it.
But we got to hit those 500 subs.
Yep.
Anyways.
500 subs.
Okay. I think, should we write down our final reviews while
Yeah.
Tabby does some fun facts?
Fun
Yeah.
facts. Let's go.
Fun
Couple of
facts.
fun facts.
How's the Tabby Fun Facts theme song coming?
Well, we haven't hit 500 subs. So
Oh
once we hit that, we will have a theme song for some fun facts.
Oh my gosh. Our significant others are going to be like, there's going to be a time where we're just working a crazy amount and they're like, what's going on at work? And I'm like, man, we hit 500 subs.
Yeah.
Okay, so in the spirit of talking about how long actors prepared for roles,
Ooh.
Daniel Day-Lewis prepared for this role for a year. Over a year, actually.
Dang.
It shows.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also wondered how much physical training he had to do.
Oh, that's
and
true.
here's
Yeah.
why I say that.
Mhm.
My daughter is 7 years old and currently 55 pounds. Okay.
Mhm.
I don't know how old HW is in the scene where he's running from the oil rig all the way back to the cabin. This is like right after he loses his hearing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it's like a one shot. And the whole time I'm thinking, kids are freaking heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like awkward.
Yeah.
So like, even though like I might stretch and exercise, like holding a child is like, it's just, you got to prepare yourself
And
For
running.
real.
and you're going to probably throw your back out. So I
Yeah.
just was
I'm
thinking,
curious about that. Yeah.
maybe he did some physical training.
Actually, real quick question. What other movies have you seen Daniel Day-Lewis in?
Last of the Mohicans.
Okay.
And I did see Lincoln, but that was a long time ago. So
Okay.
I just know he was stellar in it.
Yeah. I guess my main question is, did he do like a different voice for this movie than the other ones? Or is that just
I
his
believe
voice?
so.
Okay.
I believe so. I think this would be a different voice.
Yeah.
Wow.
So good.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah. Is that like an old, like American like accent? Like a Western?
Yeah. I don't even, it like rides the line of almost British.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah. Okay.
But anyways.
Yeah.
So you guys, during the milkshake scene where I drink your milkshake, do you know
So
those
good.
are actual lines from a congressional hearing from an oil tycoon called Edward L. Doheny?
Whoa.
that's
Yeah,
gnarly.
because of a
That's
scandal. It was
crazy.
called Teapot Dome. Do you guys know about that scandal?
No.
Yeah, he actually said those words, I drink your milkshake.
That's crazy.
Yeah. The adult version of HW is actually played by Russell Harvard, who's deaf in real life.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, also, the oil derrick used in the film was actually a functional full-scale replica built for this movie.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Can't even imagine
Yeah.
how much that would have cost too.
Yeah.
I don't
Crazy.
know. And the fire was actually real too. It was
Dang.
practical effects.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, it
That's
had
awesome.
to have been.
Yeah.
It was what I felt like when I was
Mhm.
watching it.
Mhm.
So good.
Yeah, so good. Yeah. So are you guys ready with your final scores?
Yeah,
Ready,
let's
John?
do it.
Let's
All
do
right.
it. 3, 2, 1.
I bumped up to a
Boom.
9.25.
Started at a 10 and I stayed at a 10. There is just I don't think there's anything in this movie I would change. It was so well done. The
Yeah.
shots all look amazing. Dialogue, script.
Totally agree.
Yeah, I will say this bumped one of my top 4 movies out of my top 4 list on Letterboxd.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
What did it knock down?
We're gonna watch it later, so I
Okay.
don't want to spoil it.
Oh, because then I would guess it
yeah.
9.5.
But yeah, this is in my top 4 now.
okay.
I've watched it 3 times recently and it's held up amazingly.
Okay,
every
I
time.
totally agree. I gave it the reason I didn't give it a perfect 10, and I think this is probably maybe a flaw in our rating system.
Okay.
It is a 10 out of 10 movie, but I don't know how to rate a 10 out of 10 movie. And also, I don't really want to watch it again. So I
That's
feel
fair.
like
That's fair.
9.25 is like, hey, this was the perfect movie,
Mhm.
Yeah,
and I don't think I'm going to watch it again.
that's fair. That's completely fair.
I mean, I might if I'm in that mood, but
Yeah. So I definitely feel like this is a classic for sure.
I would agree with you.
Okay.
Yeah,
We think it's a classic.
it's a classic.
It's a classic.
Play the theme song. Oh, we don't have one. 1,000 subs.
and we'll get a classic theme song.
Oh my
So
gosh.
good.
All
Well,
right.
John, I think we have a little bit of a special announcement for
Yes.
next episode.
Yeah, we are going to have a very special guest. One of our clients, Phil O'Brien, real estate agent here in Iowa City.
Yeah, just a real chill guy.
Chill guy. Every time he came into our studio to film content, we've ended up talking about movies.
Yep.
He-
And you can't see it, but there's a bear poster, the bear poster.
yeah, the
over
FX
there.
show.
Yep. And he's always like, oh, I love that show so much.
Yeah. And so we've always kind of like nerded out with him. So we gave him a call, and he's actually Gen X, which I didn't know.
Yeah.
He
I
doesn't
thought
act,
he was a millennial.
doesn't act like that. And, and so anyways, we're super excited to have him on the podcast, and he picked our next movie, which I'm looking forward to seeing, which is Unforgiven, starring Clint Eastwood
Yeah.
and Morgan Freeman.
Yeah. I was not expecting Morgan Freeman to be in a Clint Eastwood movie, but I'm pretty pumped.
Yes. So, and just a little bit of a clarification. So I would have seen just a small part of this movie.
Okay.
So growing up, I was allowed to watch rated R movies.
Nice.
My parents made it very clear, hey, all of this is ketchup. That's not real blood.
Yep.
Where it got into the nudity stuff, that was hand
Yep.
over the eyes,
Double hand.
double hand over the eyes, sealed,
peeking.
sealed tight. And so that being said, I remember Unforgiven coming out, and I think there's scenes that are like, that go further than that. And so I wasn't allowed to like finish the movie.
Interesting.
So that being said, I'm excited to watch it as an adult.
Yeah.
And I mean, I remember it being pretty critically acclaimed.
I've only seen 2 Clint Eastwood movies. It's the Fistful of Dollars, which is like one of his OG ones.
Yeah.
And then he was in The Mule, right? That was him.
Yep.
Yeah. 2 very different ends of his career.
Yeah. That's why a fistful of dollars. I'm surprised that you've seen that.
Yeah. I knew it was like one of the OG classic Westerns. So I felt like I kind of had to watch it.
Yeah.
And it was a good time.
That's awesome.
I really want to see The Good, the Bad, the Ugly. I feel like I need to finish that too.
Yeah, we should have another guest on and do that one, because I have not seen that.
Oh, really?
So we would need to have somebody on that has seen it.
Nice. Yeah, this next one should be interesting. Get 3 whole generations clashing.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes.
Let's go. Be sure to check it out. And hey, until next time, it's been a real pain.
Bye. You didn't say bye, John.
Bye.
This episode was brought to you by Storyline Multimedia, and special thanks to Matthew Purcell for making and producing our theme song.